Can you talk a little bit about the frustration while know that this was all like maybe more position you want to see?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely frustrating. It's definitely tough. And, I mean, playing Division I basketball is kind of what you sign up for. You sign up for these tough games and all this adversity that you go through as a college player. But, I mean, we got to continue to just go back to practice and just keep working on it. I mean, you see we can hang with anybody, man. I mean, we got a great team, great coaching staff, great people around us. We got great fans. Everybody's rooting for us. And, I mean, we're right there. So we just got to keep playing hard and just I mean, sometimes the ball doesn't always fall your way.
What do you think the difference is down the stretch?
Oh, excuse me?
What do you think the difference is down the stretch?
Well, down the stretch, when it's close like that, I mean, it always comes down to who's getting the loose balls. I mean, limited second chance points and turnovers. And I think we did a great job of the first two, but I think turnovers, I think that was something that we were lacking late in the game. I had a really bad turnover, and I think that kind of cost us because we were kind of going on a run and we are kind of getting over that hump. And I was going to pass it down to Eric. I shouldn't have jumped in the air. Coach has been telling me about jumping in the air and passing, and it was just a crucial turnover by me at a crucial time in the game. And I mean, those are stuff that can't happen, especially when you're kind of trending, when you're moving in the right direction. I mean, that's kind of demoralizing.
Was it something that Colorado didn't an adjustment they made at halftime or defensively or anything that caused you guys to kind of have some of those turnovers?
No, not necessarily. We were just a little bit too careless with the basketball. They didn't step it up like defensively big time. They stayed in the same thing, and then they didn't even come out with a big run to kind of throw us off a little bit. So it was just being careless with the basketball. We have to know to take care of it, especially the crucial times.
Do you guys go over these types of situations in practice? Like, do you practice for being down 2 late in the game, being down 4 late in the game? And how much do you practice that?
Well, I wouldn't say we always practice being down, but I think we practice 4-minute games, and I mean the games cut into 4s, and we work on a lot of the time, especially when we're up, and just sometimes we need to push a tempo. Just in 4-minute games that we have, Coach does a great job of giving us plays that we need to run and stuff that we should feel familiar with when we get close, when we get down to the last minutes of the game. So I think Coach did a great job preparing us for it. I think it kind of falls on us. I know Coach takes the blame a lot, but I think this one falls on us because we're the ones that are making the turnovers and, like Ahmad said, was being careless with the ball.
Ahmad, you had one of your best shooting performances of the season so far. I mean, were you just feeling it in warm-ups or just the way the game went?
It was just the way the game went. I got a few passes like from Joe and Roberto, and those were easy knockdown shots. And then towards the end, I just got into a little rhythm there, and that's just how it went.
Do you guys feel like your offense felt a little bit stagnant there towards the end? I mean, in those late game situations, do you feel like you rely maybe on one player too much to revert the ball, or do you feel like the movement was there?
I mean, we were like, I mean, usually in those situations, if we need a basket, you look to the two of us in those situations. So we were either running sets to go down low. If not, there'll be a ball screen or some type of set for Roberto come off a screen or something like that. So it wasn't too much one-on-one. We kind of, for the most part, had what we wanted to do.
Ahmad, were they doing anything different defensively in the second half to limit your touches?
No, not at all. It was just they would sometimes deny the elbow entry pass, and which takes away from some of our offense in general, but other than that, there was nothing specific that they were doing in that regard.
Was their length difficult for you guys to kind of get over that, trying to get the ball in?
No, not really. I mean, we got some really good postmen. I think, like I said, we just kind of we weren't precise with our passes and kind of throwing them up there, and sometimes they're getting tipped. But they're really athletic. I mean, I think we're probably a little bit longer than them. I think we're probably just as long, or if not longer. But I mean, we go over it in practice. I mean, it's tough, and sometimes it's hard to emulate the game, but you just got to be ready when the time comes.
I think Colorado scored the last 8 points at Oregon the other day. Is there something they do late that makes them especially tough?
Well, I remember they ran this stack play, and it definitely gave us some problems, and they really just stuck to what they do and what was working for them. And I think their coach did a great job just running with they've been getting buckets on the whole game. But like I said, I think we played them tough. We had a great defensive stop, and the ball kind of bounced out, and we tried to get it into Eric, or I think it was Joe tried to throw it to me or something like that, and they got it right back. And I mean, that's just momentum. That's just momentum changes in the game that could have went our way, and if it did, I mean, I think it would have been a different outcome.
You had a few late possessions there where you attacked the rim right away rather than looking for a three. Was that just explain that? I mean, is that a Robinson call or
Late in the game?
Yeah, I mean, you drove and scored. And
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it came down to really, we weren't desperate for a three. We didn't need a three. We didn't need to shoot a three then. There was, I think, like 30 seconds on the clock. So you don't want to shoot a three and then potentially miss it, and then you guys are kind of out of the game. So you kind of just want to take the highest percentage shot possible, which would be a layup, and just hope that goes in, foul them, and then hope that they miss a free throw.
At what point did you feel like you guys needed to go to the zone to kind of slow them down?
I believe it was midway through the second half. We kind of wanted to go zone. We were switching defenses a lot, and certain things were working, certain things weren't. So it was like going back and forth was just a little. It was helpful, but then it hurt us a little bit. So we decided to stick to a zone, and it worked for a good amount of the second half.
It seemed like you were trapping close to the half-court line, picking them up there. Did that kind of disrupt their offense?
A little bit. When we went to the 1-3-1, that's usually when we were trapping up there. So Eric, he's long and athletic, so that's always going to cause problems for people.
How difficult was it guarding Spencer with his length?
Oh, some of those are like early in the game. It's just like he tries to get to the elbow a lot and just throw up one of those floaters, and so he's pretty good at doing that. So it's just he's with his length, he can do that on a lot of people. So it's a tough guard a little bit.
Knowing that you guys can play with anybody, does that kind of give you confidence heading into the next week?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we've lost confidence. I mean, we're a team that plays with confidence. We don't hang our heads. We keep fighting throughout the game, and we don't give up. So I think, our confidence is just as high as it was last week and last game. So we're just going to approach this game like if it were any game, like it was our last game, and just play hard and just, try to get a couple wins up there.
How about the free throw shooting? When you look at the free throws, it's 24-8. Were we just not getting calls or having playing? I know you got caught in the air a couple times.
I don't know.
Shoot that many free throws.
Yeah, they did get a couple more free throws than us. They just, I don't know. They were just more. I don't know, maybe they were more aggressive. I don't know. That was just in the flow of the game, so I can't really comment on that. I think the refs did a great job tonight, and I think they called it fair both ways. And they shot more free throws than us, but I don't think they had an advantage or anything like that.